Good morning. My name's Dave Newcombe, and I'm here with two coaches for the women's basketball team, and this is the FairandPanthers.com Coaches Show. Guys, welcome. Adam Crawford, assistant men's coach, or assistant women's basketball coach, head golf coach. And then we have Bryan Harvey, who is our head women's coach. Bryan, we're coming off two of the best seasons in the school's history in women's basketball. Had two NCAA appearances. What are we going to do for an encore?
Well, we have a great group of seniors, and they've done a lot for our program. We talked a little bit about this recently. This is probably the most successful senior class to come through Fairham College. So a lot of credit goes to them. And a lot of the girls that have come before, in our 8 years so far, we've had a lot of kids that have worked awfully hard to help kind of build the program and get it to where we want to be. So we're excited about the season. No expectations are high. Our kids have approached the preseason and early season very well. We like what they're doing as far as getting extra work in and when they are in the gym working hard. So we're excited. We know we're going to get everybody's best shot, but hopefully if we work hard and continue to improve, it could be a fun year.
Yeah. Coach, we've got a great atmosphere in Shorts Gym at home games, and your strategy, recruiting is the name of the game in college basketball. If you don't get the players in, you don't win. That's pretty much it. You coach them up pretty well. Talk about your philosophy and strategy in recruiting.
Well, I'm a local guy. I coached at Glenver High School for 8 years before coming here. A lot of my connections are in the Timesland area, in the high school and travel basketball kind of circuit. We built some good relationships. When I was at Glenver, every year you go to the state tournament in Richmond, and you saw a lot of the local teams were very successful, always doing well. So I think when I got here, I felt like if we could keep the best Timesland area kids in the area, the ones that didn't get Division I scholarships, we'd have a chance to be successful. And I think that's helped a lot with their atmosphere. Of course, we have a great atmosphere with their students. The other athletes and students come out and support us really well. But we also have a good group of local fans that come, the parents of the players, just some of the local Franklin County community comes and supports us, and a lot of the fans of the local kids that have seen them play in high school and see them growing up, they close enough to come watch them play. Right. So I think that's been good for us.
Yeah, it's pretty good. We've got our seniors, Kayla Goins, Shay Smith, Barika Borwell, Katie Kipps. They're the senior nucleus, and then you have juniors, Jacole Harrison, Kylene Culler, Jessica Rhodes, Maya Robinson, and then sophomores, Kameni Crawford. How about any new recruits, Adam, that you want to talk about? Or
yeah, I mean, we had a couple of transfers that came in that had recruited a couple of years ago, but had went elsewhere and decided to come back. Lindsey Martin from out of Carroll County, and then Krista Cox from Floyd County, and I think they'll step right in and help, and they've been a good addition, just good kids, and they work hard, have great attitudes. Right. And then freshman from Princeton, West Virginia, Khadijah Payne. Those are the three newcomers that have added.
So Tesla Acres territory there.
Yeah. Right. So, but they're all like I said, they're good basketball players, but they're just super kids too.
Yeah, and talk about that a little bit. Super kids, good kids. It seems like throughout our roster we have good kids, and you bring them in and they stay here and they're productive, and we have some seniors that they aren't starters, but they play a lot and they have great roles. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I think I think they, for the most part, enjoy being around each other. It's such a long season. I think at times, every team goes through ups and downs, but they all get along. They do things together. I think being successful definitely helps. But like I said, they just come from they're good families.
Right.
They're just good kids, and I mean, like I said, it helps that they're really good basketball players too.
Right.
But
exactly.
like I said, they work hard, have good attitudes, and it's been fun.
Great. Coach Harvey, you have another assistant who's maybe the general manager, I'm not sure, but she's a volunteer assistant. Do you want to talk about her a little bit, Karen Harvey?
Well, Karen's been I have a great staff with Adam and Karen, and they kind of balance me out. I can be intense at times.
An intense basketball coach.
And I get a little bit high strung. You know, I think the girls will laugh and tell you that nothing's ever good enough for me. So I think Adam and Karen both really balance me out. They're a little more laid back. They're constantly giving me ideas and throwing things at me, and kind of keep me level-headed, and I need that.
Yeah, Karen's one of the most calm, just gracious people I've ever been around. She's really, I know she can get intense. And I went to a Roanoke game when we played Roanoke and saw her jersey was up on the wall, so she was a pretty good player. So they retired her jersey.
She was a good player. She was an
great player,
All-American when she was at Roanoke. So at least there's one of us was a good player when we played. Right. So, but like I said, Adam and Karen both coach our post players and do a great job with them. I think that's probably been a strength of ours over the years. We're been at our level. It's hard to get great post players, because if you're over 6 foot and you can play, you usually get Division I scholarships. And I think we've been pretty fortunate over the years since I've been here to get a lot of really good post players. And you got to credit Adam and Karen with the development of those post players when they get here.
Yeah, Adam, a lot of coaches talk about team first and being unselfish, and you don't see that in a lot of teams, but you see it in our team. How do you coach that? How do you work that?
I think it's just the kids buying in. You know, a couple of years ago, I guess it was 2 years ago when we won the conference championship, you know, our slogan was "We before me,"
right.
And they just bought in. And you know, I think that the important statistic that showed that was we led the country in assists per game.
Right.
You know, last year we were in the top 5. You know, I think they just love to share the basketball, and that's something that we strive for, is to not only have more assists and turnovers, but you know, we want to be one of the best teams in the country and sharing the basketball. And they all know that we have scores at every position. So, you know, it's just trusting each other, and it doesn't matter who gets the points. It's just hit the open person and knock down the shots.
All right, because you come to a game and you can't say, well, there's our high score, because nobody's sure who our high scorer is on any given day. And I didn't know that about the assists. That's a pretty telling statistic when you lead the country in assists.
Yeah, that's something we're really proud of. And we've been in the top 10 the last 3 years in assists, and that's something that we take a lot of pride in.
Right. You got talk about your post players. You were talking about developing them. We've got some pretty good post players, one of whom plays softball and basketball, and you know, was in the NCAA tournament in both sports, which is probably the first time that's ever happened.
Yeah, Colleen, she's been here for 2 years, and she's won conference championships in softball and basketball both years. So just says a lot about her as a person. She's definitely a we before me person. Never worried about statistics. She plays hard on every possession, and we always say if you know, every kid we coached had Colleen's attitude, it'd make our job a lot easier. But you throw her in there with Katie Kipps, who was all conference last year, and an unbelievable offensive post player, great footwork, has worked awfully hard since she's gotten here, I think changing her body, and 2, just developing into the type of post player that we need. I think coming into the year, she should be probably the best offensive post player in the conference without question, I think. So, and then you throw in Kamani Crawford, which a lot of people haven't seen a lot of her yet, but another unbelievable post presence inside, just physically strong. See her some days from Stanton. Yeah, there's some days in practice where we just can't. The other post players can't stop her, and kind of excited. And Jessica Rhodes has had a great off season. We're excited about her. So that's definitely a strength of our team. We got good players at every position, but I think we got a lot of depth in the post, and you need that as the season gets long. We play a lot of back-to-back days. Being able to have that depth and be able to go too deep at every position is important, and I think that we probably have that better this year than we've ever had.
So then at the guard position, who do you have?
Well, Jacole Harrison, which in one preseason publication was a preseason All-American, and preseason player of the year into the conference, and her numbers last year were phenomenal. She at one point in the season
About
she was
14 points a game.
she was either leading the nation or second in the nation in field goal percentage, and usually a post player does that. And she's doing it from the guard position. She doesn't miss a lot of shots.
She's just one of the best jump shots I've ever seen.
Just so many things.
But her favorite sport is horseback riding.
I know. We just started equestrian. Yeah,
she's an equestrian person.
That's good for the school. But I asked, I laughed and I said I'd give Coach Knapp a call. Couldn't wait one more year because she really loves equestrian. So just a lot of good talent. You know, Shea Smith. One of the leaders in the country in assist, just does so many things for us. Just tough, gritty, plays hard, and two that we're excited about this year is, you know, we lost Tesla, who was an All-American last year. So you think, how do you replace that? But Kayla Goins, probably one of the best basketball IQ players we've ever had. Just sees the floor unbelievably well.
Or academic all-conference every year she's been here. Great glue person, great role player. She just wants to be the best at anything she ever does, and that's all you can ever ask for a kid. And then Barika Burwell's had an unbelievable preseason. Kid that's had unbelievable talent since she's been here, working on her confidence. Academically this past year.
We're just working on her confidence, but over the summer, I guess just becoming a senior and knowing she needs to step up, she's probably playing as well as anybody right now.
I know we're not supposed to have favorites, but Bo's one of my.
But Bo she just plays so hard and so athletic, and
long arms.
We're so excited to see how her confidence has risen over the summer and how well she's playing for us in the preseason. So, you know, where we lost an All-American, just to see what Kayla and Bo are doing for us right now, you know, going with the other four that are starters returning. We're really excited about what's ahead.
Yeah. And then in your days off during the season, you get to go recruit. So it's a never-ending battle, and people don't understand how difficult that is.
Well, like you said, recruiting's that's the lifeblood of a program. You gotta have talented players, and we're much better coaches when we have good players.
When you were winning state titles at Glenver, you didn't have to recruit. At college, it's a never-ending thing. And then you got a wonderful family at home. Do you want to say anything about? I got a shout out to Tucker. He's my man. He's your youngest and your son, and then you got two daughters.
Michaela, Tyler, and Tucker, and they're a big part of what we do. You know, with both Karen and I coaching, they spend a lot of hours in the gym, and I was very fortunate when I was growing up to have a dad, have parents, and especially a dad that came to every one of my games and supported. And you know, sometimes as a coach, he does. He comes to all of our games now, and retired last year and able to travel with us on the road. Some. So it's exciting, to have your family with you, and sometimes as coaches we miss some of our kids growing up because we're working with other people's kids. So my family means a lot to me, and to have them around is important, and I think they're a big part of what we do here. And the family atmosphere, I think we sell that when we recruit. It is a family atmosphere. That's a big part of who we are.
And Adam, you have a new one at home. Talk about your
he's almost 15 months, so it's kind of, like I said, I'm pretty calm, but when you get in the battle, whatever it is, coaching, you can be pretty intense. But at that age, it doesn't matter win or lose. He doesn't care and doesn't know any better, and it's just it's just dad's coming home. So it's kind of calmed me down a little bit. But he's at the age now. He was at our scrimmage on Saturday, and he couldn't be quiet. So he enjoys it, but I think he'll be with Tucker. Screaming pretty loud.
Tucker will take him under his wing, I'm sure. So and your wife, you want to say something about your lovely wife?
Same thing. She, she's very supportive. I'm gone a lot, with golf in the fall, basketball in the winter, and golf in the spring, and she never says one word. She's fully supportive. She's she takes care of everything at the house and
comes to the games.
Yeah, and but I couldn't do what I do without her. So.
It's a great situation. You've done a great job, you guys, and your wife Karen. Karen's also the head lacrosse coach, and she's busy. And you see the kids every day coming off the bus and going in the gym. It's a great atmosphere, and it is that family atmosphere. And our producer and director, Gary Holden, who's one of the best ever here, our director of sports information, is saying that we are running out of time. Next week we'll have we have a new sport here at Ferrum College, or at least it was a club sport last year. It's a full-blown NCAA sport this year, wrestling. You'll share the gym with them a little bit, not too often, but once in a while with tournaments, I think. And so we'll be talking to Nate Yetzer and Nate's assistant, Brandon Bradley. So that'll be good. And we just wish you a lot of luck. You know, you've had a great career. You know, the program's been built. We're all proud of it. It's one of the best things that I've seen at Ferrum College since I've been here, and I've been here with Hank Norton for many years. So it's really cool to see this women's basketball program and where we brought it. And until next week, this is Dave Newcombe saying so long.